people behind the scenes, you know. There with the dog. Michael, them, you know, behind the scenes people. Just.
People, the one piece at CHAMPS. Camp. Yeah. Next week Tuesday is showtime.
Showtime.
Why? Top 5 giant.
Yeah.
Go out there. Just look out for the Eagles. Isn't it?
I'm gonna stop pump up bed.
Yo, let me
Don't hurt yourself, though, because I want to ask you to call. Right? Hallelujah. Shall we start? Hallelujah. Jesus, you're mine. David said, listen, no matter how hard you come, the bigger you come, well, it's a song that says, the harder they come, the harder they fall. David was ready for them. I don't know. Hello, Excelsior. Which school is your competition? Is it KC? Second thing is,
Shock.
That's a DJ song.
See now, you go down, you have no food. Dog, like, what's the
So the first heat ran into a negative wind of 3.3 meters per second. Strong headwind there for the athletes. Let's see what happens in this one. You can see the vests being tugged by the wind so far. Set position and sent away, and they're cleanly away, and it's a good start from Kamar Richards of Herbert Morrison, running well. St. George's College's Bygrave, and here now is Excelsior's Malik Nugent. Malik Nugent eases through the middle of the pack and shuts it down. 11:06 flashes on the clock downstairs for Malik Nugent.
Nugent displaying excellent sprinting from start to finish. He's a tall young man, basically looking like a quarter miler, but has that speed and was able to utilize that speed right through to the end. Great start by the young man from St. George's, Bygrave. I know Orville Taylor and Neville Bell must be very happy seeing the resurgence of the St. George's program, Bridget.
Yes. If Neville was here, he probably would be like, oh, I'm going to recruit him for the football team. But great sprinting, great sprinting. The Excelsior guy is very comfortable. Nugent, absolutely. It's kind of like a Usain Bolt kind of thing, looking over his shoulders. And I'm never really a fan of that kind of behavior because I think they can easily backfire on them. They could injure themselves.
So heat 7 of 8, class 2 boys, 100s, Brown, Miller, Lewis, Graham, Bodden, Garrick, Simpson, and Roden. Set position. Cleanly away. Good start from Bodden of Kingston College. And he's being tracked by Michael Graham of Excelsior, but he's tracked no longer as Bodden high steps to the line. in 10.91 seconds. And the Kingston College feeling good about that performance.
Once again, this time they're away and in business. Already moving hard, Richard Farrier of Rhodes Hall. Robert Miller of Calabar has closed down the gap on the three on his outside. Farrier, Gordon, and Miller. His namesake from Petersfield. Middle of the pack in the green and black from Calabar. Robert Miller moving quite well on the outside from Kingston College. Taj O'Neill Gordon is moving fluidly at this stage as well. Richard Farrier of Rhodes Hall is in business. So too, Calabar's Robert Miller. So Robert Miller of Calabar, Taj O'Neill Gordon of Kingston College. The top two at this stage as they spin off the top bend and into the straight. From Calabar, Robert Miller. Kingston College's Taj O'Neill Gordon wants to make a shout late. Gordon comes forward now. He digs deep. But the man from Calabar, Robert Miller, digs deeper and gets there unofficially. Two boys and the 400 meter hurdles. Off they go. Good start by Bennett already. Closing down Walter and Ramsey on the outside. Blows by them Bennett as the stagger unwinds. Looking in fine fettle at the moment. Tumble there by Daniel Henry of Woolmers, but he recovers. Gets back into business, but has loads of room to make up. Up front we go again, and from Excelsior, DeMarco Bennett stretching them out now. Middle of the pack, Micah Willis from Calabar is trying to come on. So too, Javari Tyrrell of Kingston College. But DeMarco Bennett of Excelsior looks strong, looks good, coming under just a bit of pressure. Tyrrell of Kingston College is trying to close the gap. So too, Sean Walter from Homewood Technical. Try as they may, they won't get back to DeMarco Bennett. KC is Tyrrell takes second ahead of Walter from Homewood back in third. 52-64, winning time. DeMarco Bennett of Excelsior.
You can let them know, Spencer, last year that would have won gold. Yes, viewers and listeners, gold in the final. He just did that in his semis, winning comfortably.
Yeah, it's going to be a blockbuster final for DeMarco Bennett. His 400-meter speed has improved. His hurdle technique is impeccable in Class 2. He nice, open, even strides, and he looks a cut above the rest. His teammate Daniel Wright won this event a couple of years ago, but he looks in immaculate form. That record by Jeremy Farr under threat. If this man gets it right in the final, lengthening out his stride, shuffles to the hurdle number 10, but supreme in his technique and untouchable in his form. Points to the clock, easy does it, and they are hopeful that he'll come big in the final.
So Bennett 52.64, Tyrrell 54.10, the two automatic qualifiers, and Sean Walter at 54.29 could well find himself in that final semi.
50.73 this season, has a PB of 50.48. Clearly the favorite here. Had a pretty good rivalry last season with Rashawn Clark before Clark really stepped away. Off they go now. And Antonio Forbes of Kingston College. Sean Gardner of Jamaica College grabs the bull by the horn early and takes up the ascendancy. Forbes of Kingston College is well placed. So too Richard Hall of Excelsior. But look at Sean Gardner of Jamaica College raising a ruckus early. Will he have enough petrol left in that tank of his to hold off the chasing pack? Being led by Antonio Forbes now, spinning off the top bend. Edwin Allen's Theo Morgan is running a huge race at this stage. Antonio Forbes of Kingston College joins the party now. Joins it in an ominous manner and gets there ahead of the pack. Excelsior's Richard Hall came in for the runner-up spot. 51.35 seconds. Officially, it's now 51.37 for Antonio Forbes. The bronze medalist from last year looks good heading into the grand finale this year.
Certainly, the most composed of them all, Antonio Forbes, who comes back to this year's event and gets into, as we look back at the replay, and how quickly the Gardner from JC got out to doing.
Perhaps too quickly.
Yeah.
Dwayne, I think he paid big in the home stretch, right? Leading at this point. Easy to tell who's leading based on who goes up first. Gardner there, going over hurdle 8. He stumbled off that hurdle, and that would pay to his efforts after this because he then stutters. Forbes drives forward from Kingston College, clears hurdle 10 well. Oh, a tough hit on hurdle number 10 for the youngster from Edwin Allen. Is able to regain his composure and cross the line third. But tough battle there for the 400-meter hurdles.
So 51.37 for Forbes, 51.87 for Hall.
400 meters.
This is Excelsior's Daniel Wright.
Champion 2 years ago in Class 2 over 400-meter hurdles. Has run some brilliant sprint hurdles.
Campbell of Peter's Seal could figure prominently as well. Away they go now for the final heat. Excelsior's Daniel Wright, a former Class 2 champion, is away sprightly. Also moving up there, Princewell Martin of Jamaica College. Calabar's Shadane Smith, in the middle of your pick there on his left. From Petersfield, that's Romaine Campbell. But up front now, it's Jamaica College's Princewell Martin. Locked in battle with Daniel Wright of Excelsior. Wright and Martin separating themselves now. Ahead of Calabar's Shadane Smith and Petersfield's Romaine Campbell. Into the final 50 meters now. Excelsior's Daniel Wright looks good. And Wright will hold the ascendancy to the finish. A mad rush led by Calabar's Shadane Smith. 50.90, 50.90. Oh, that's the fastest of the heat so far. 50.90 seconds by Daniel Wright of Excelsior, the former Class 2 champion.
Coming at
he
the
has
right
sounded
time.
an alarm in no uncertain terms.
His teammate cheers him on. And the 4th place time coming up, is it really 51.9?
Yes,
oh my goodness.
As we look back at the replay, and by the way, Cornwall's Birch, well, he picked up an injury and was out early.
Yeah, and Daniel Wright, the Excelsior boys, they have 3 into 400-meter final, 400 hurdle finals tonight. DeMarco Bennett in Class 2 and Richard Hall joined by Wright, and Wright shows supreme final sprint speed. He too a part of Excelsior's big 4x4 team, and he means business. 2 years ago, he was a Class 2 champion. He looks the part at 50.90. They set up a rumble in the jungle come Friday.
Getting it together at the right time. Daniel Wright of Excelsior, 50.90 for him. Smith, 51.74 from Calabar. Advances automatically. Martin, 51.98. Remember,
guys, bees asleep. What guys are there, you know? This is me after the 4 hurdles. Whoa. When I'm look over like a bit people, pick up a vlog later.